Yeah. So just wanted to make the agenda very clear, right? Our agenda or the scenario is this. We have shared this opportunity with someone, and that someone might be a client, might be a complete stranger whom you met over LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever, or physically you met someone and you shared this opportunity, right? Now, they will have questions, especially if a clients, the questions will go a little lower because they trust you, and because you have helped them with their weight loss, they know you, etc. They have used Nutrilite products, right? So the questions will be a little lesser when it's a client, but when it's a complete stranger, whether you have shown the opportunity or through the opportunity sessions that happens on Sundays 9 p.m., they will have a lot of questions, right? Now this session is about how do we answer those questions. Okay, first of all, there is no right or wrong way to do this. This is what I have learned. Always check with your coaches about how to go about this. Okay, now I don't have a PPT, right? So let's discuss. And so anyone with that experience of sharing this opportunity with strangers, and then they had a lot of questions. If you can one by one tell those questions, or you have some questions in your mind, right? See, initially when we joined this opportunity, we also had a lot of questions. The only reason we stuck on because we knew that I will find these answers. But some people don't wait so long, right? They want those answers immediately. So go ahead, guys. Any questions that you have faced? We will discuss that one by one.
Do I need to sell? Is
Yeah.
this mostly the questions that I get it? Do I need to sell the products? How will I sell the products? Those questions.
Okay. How do I sell the products? Okay. I want more questions. Can we just write it down? Arjun, can you just put it in the chat so that we don't forget? Okay. Do I have to sell or how to sell? Okay. Harris, you recently showed a plan, no? Your first plan.
She didn't ask me much question, but she only asked, do I need to invest?
Do I need to invest? Okay.
Invest.
That's
And,
also a question.
Yeah, do I need to invest? And other than that, she was sold completely.
Very
Only
nice.
thing, she has to connect.
Very nice. I'm a technical person. How can I help you in healthcare? Good. Pooja has put a question. Okay. What else? Many people use a lot of our marker supplements. So how to explain marker means what? I don't know. Many people use a lot of our market, I believe, right? So how to explain about Nutrilite? So why Nutrilite? That might be a question that comes up. Okay. Is this a chain business? Yes. Is it a chain system? Yeah. Multi-level marketing, MLM. This word might come. Multi-level marketing. What else? These are the only questions, and it's very easy, no? What is stopping us from showing more plans then? Everyone understand the importance of sharing this opportunity with others, right?
Yeah.
How,
Yes.
how much effort I need to put. Okay, great. How to counter negative perception of Amway. Very good. We must know. So this is a question, Arvind, that people might ask, right? We must know the benefits before we approach. Okay. Okay. So keep putting the questions, everyone. I want to do it, but I'm very busy with the office schedule. Okay, great. Time. A lot of people will have concerns about time. Everything looks good, but I don't think I have the time to invest. Okay. What else?
And one question, like, I'm just sharing the images in my status, but nothing is happening. Something like that. Some people even
Okay.
after sharing.
Okay, this is after they join the business.
Yes, yes.
I'm not getting leads basically. After showing opportunity, if that person doesn't respond, do we need to know what ask when what went wrong? Yeah, we can. I mean, chances of them responding is less. How will we ask? I'm not that enthusiastic in health as you are. Very good. A lot of people tell that because especially clients, no, they see us posting left, right, and center. They are like, wow, this person is so much into health. They feel out of place. When to start telling opportunity to people for a beginner? Juniors, actually, you can start showing the opportunity anytime. Only thing is, we should be clear because what can possibly happen is when you show the plan, that person can give you so much negative that you yourself will doubt if I'm in the right opportunity. That is the only issue. That's why it's important to understand things and then go ahead and share it with others. Okay. Great, guys. Keep putting the questions. Now, how do we think we should respond? When you get these questions, how do you think? I want you guys to answer. How do we think we should respond? We should one by one answer these questions. For example, Harris said, ask that question, no, money. Do I have to invest money? No, you don't have to invest money. Is that the way to go about it? Or how do we answer these questions?
I said, actually, all that is required is your time and your talent, nothing else. So,
I
Your
think
answer is right. Yeah.
sorry,
Go
I
ahead.
think the best way we should do is that ask the question back so that it becomes a very good conversation rather than just be giving the answer. If somebody will ask me a question, I should be asking question back to him. That how much, for example, somebody asks me how much efforts I need to put, then I can ask him how much number of hours you have free in your day, so that it becomes a better, matured conversation rather than me giving answers.
You remember Abhishek's session? Abhishek did so many classes, no? That is not just with clients, it's with any discussion, negotiation, persuasion. It's always good that that person understands more than you telling them. It's a difference. When you tell them certain things, they will listen, but we're not sure how much they understand. But when you ask questions back, they keep answering, keep answering, keep answering. They figure out the answer themselves. Chances of them forgetting that is very low. Okay, so that's a good approach. What else? Should we answer those questions first of all? That's my first question. Should we immediately go ahead and answer those questions? Do you think if you answer all the questions, that person will be excited?
we should not give a straight away answer. We should ask question only. So tickle their brain. Yeah.
So takes obviously whenever people ask questions, first of all, don't react. Calmly listen to the questions, keep smiling. If possible, get all the questions. Because if they have come with a notion that I'm not going to start this, the first few things that they tell mostly are not their actual reasons. Mostly. Problem with us is we think, oh, this is their problem. Let me answer that and solve this problem for them. But usually that is not what their issue is. So let them ask them, please tell me. Okay, you have this question, I've written it down. What else? What else? What else? What else? That is very important. Try to get all their questions. And finally, I'm talking about not clients. Okay, clients is different. Finally, most of these people, right? if you remember our Thursday session, people who were part of my team, we did a session on Thursday. Success, we told, no, success in this opportunity is all about improving our self-image. That is why we read books, etc. Similarly, for a person, new person also to pick up this opportunity, what actually stops them is their self-image. Because they see people becoming successful, right? That's why the Sunday sessions are powerful. No, there's so many people there. So they know that opportunity works. They know that people in India, there are a lot of people obese in India. They know that a lot of people wants these solutions. But their question always is, am I good enough? They have that question on themselves. Am I good enough? Will I commit? Will I, okay, fine, starting is something, but will I become a joker here? Some people see, people have, when we are in this opportunity, we keep telling it is okay to fail, okay to fail. But do you think most people outside are like that? They don't like to fail. They will start something only if they are almost 100% sure they'll succeed. And chances of a normal person having that self-image, look at this opportunity and saying that, yeah, I will succeed is a little low. Right? So all these questions, I don't have time, all this is coming as their own excuse to telling that I don't think I will succeed in this opportunity. Instead of telling that openly, they are giving all these excuses because that ego hurts them to tell them openly. And we think those are the actual reasons and we try attacking those. Instead of finding the actual reason, which might be the fear inside that person. Right? I don't think I can make this work. So identifying the actual reason is 90% of the game one. Okay. And then, obviously, by asking more questions like Arjun said. Okay. Now, let's go through these questions one by one and we'll see how to answer it. Okay. Do I need to sell the products? So one more thing before that, so you got all the questions. Before you answer the questions, what you ask them is, fine, let us say I'm able to give you answers which are comfortable for you. It makes sense for you. Let us see. But even then, I want to know why would I or my team spend our quality time with you? Because time is limited for everyone. Why would I or my team spend that time with you? I want to ask you, why would you want to build this business if all these issues are resolved? Basically, understanding how serious they are or what are they looking for. This makes a huge difference. You will also get to know if they are really serious or not. So there is this beautiful book. Everyone should read this book. Questions are the answers. In that, they give 7 reasons, 7 or 8, I think 10 reasons why typically people pick up a business. So if they have a doubt, you can show those 8 to 10 things and ask them which among this makes sense for you. Okay. Once you get why this is so important, this why is so important to understand is because after you answer all their questions, they'll again say, I want to think. Trust me. They'll tell this. Or let me think about it. Give me some time. Why? Because they also don't want to say no because everything looks good. But inside them, their self-image says, oh, I don't think I can make this work. So your ending point, which will actually hit them, would be, let us say someone says, I want to make 10,000 rupees extra. Let's say that is their dream. 10,000 rupees extra I want to make per month. That is my dream. So at the end of this, what you ask them is, fine, take your time, no issues, but tomorrow, what would you be doing? Or today, what would you be doing which will take you to that extra 10,000 rupees per month? And what do you think they'll answer? They'll say, I don't know. At this point of time, I don't have anything. Tell them, why till that time, why don't you give it a shot? So that way, we are getting them started. And after that, it's a game of improving their self-image. It's all about improving their self-image. Give them chance to speak. When they do something, encourage them. Increase their self-image. Without increasing their self-image, they can't make it. Okay. So that is very important, understanding the why. Now, next thing, do I need to sell the products? How do we answer that question? Who wants to give it a try? Remember Abhishek's point, right? You have to ask a question back. How do we do it? Give it a try.
So we can ask like, why do you think that, okay, you want to sell the product?
Good. You ask the question back to them. Why do you think we have to sell products? Okay.
Is there any business in the world that doesn't sell the products, or that doesn't they don't grow in sales? Something.
Okay. Good. What are other questions you can ask? Give it a try, guys. Nothing to lose. No, I mean, again, there's no right or wrong answers.
Maybe I will ask, okay, I never mentioned that we are selling the product. Like what make you think that, okay, we are going to sell the product?
Okay. I think it's very similar to your first question. No?
Yeah.
Or I mean, just one more thing that I am adding. Okay. All these are good. You can also ask, what about sales is what is making you feel a little scared? Or what in sales is what you are a little scared? That's also one thing you can ask. But I liked what Arjun said. So I usually try to bring them back to a particular scenario. For example, let us say, see, understanding their background helps a lot. Right? For example, this person is in IT. I'll ask them, if you run an IT company, if you are a business owner in an IT firm, you're starting a startup, what would you do? Most things, questions that come, you can start like this. Okay, whatever is their background, let us say that person is a teacher, school teacher, or ask them, if you are starting a school of your own, what would you do? Or let us say they are a doctor. You ask them, if you start a clinic or a hospital, what would you do? Right? So whatever background they come from, same background, ask them, what would you do? So what will they tell? For example, let's say this person in IT, I'll ask them, if you start an IT company, what would you do? Can someone answer? If you start an IT company, what is your next step?
So if I start an IT company, I will build the product, show to the customer. If they're happy, then I will get the contact and build for them.
So selling is there, right?
Yeah.
I'll ask them, see?
Yeah.
So any business, we have to sell. If I build that product alone, it won't work. End of the day, every business, but will I be selling a product or will I be selling solutions? Usually in IT firms, we will be selling solutions. Products are also there. Same thing what we tell here is we also sell solutions only. We don't sell products anymore. We all sell solutions. But that is not the answer. Okay, the answer is asking another question. Making them tell that. See, if you start an IT company, and usually they won't tell that. Okay, they'll say, I'll code only. They will not sell, I'll sell. Then ask, okay, fine, you have coded. Now what next? How will you make money? then only they'll say, yeah, I have to find customers. I have to sell this. They won't immediately tell it. So they have to tell these words. One more thing that helps a lot is it's called as feel, felt, found. And it's true also, no? I mean, did we also have these concerns? Most of these questions that you see on the right side on the chat, more or less, we also had all these concerns, right? You might have asked, might not have asked, but all of us also had a similar concerns. Sales was a concern to most of us, unless you come from a sales background. So we also had, so tell them. When I started also, I also had similar concerns. So what is the flow? The flow first is to ask a question back, preferably an industry that they are good at. So they work in that industry. Same industry, what would you have done? If it's a teacher, if you start a school, what would you do? Would you just start a school and wait? Or would you create pamphlets and put it in all the newspapers, tell that new batch is starting, right? There's a lot of sales and marketing activities that you have to do. And that too, when a school starts, it's not easy to get the first batch of students. Not at all easy. Just like a coach starts here, if at all you are not a weight loss client, getting a first batch of clients is not easy. So let them relate to business. So they are thinking from an employee perspective. But we can't tell all this, okay? Don't tell because you are thinking like an employee. That approach doesn't work. The approach is always asking a question back and they realizing it. Never hurt someone's ego. Or tell that I was like this. If at all you want to tell it directly, that person is not getting at all. You say, see, when I joined, I asked this question to Sam, and Sam told me that, Joe, you are unfortunately thinking like an employee. See, Joe is thinking like an employee. I'm putting myself in the spot. Never use the word you. This requires practice. It's very easy to give the answer directly. It's very difficult to go through this path, na? But that is very important. Are we clear on the structure with that one question?
Yes.
And then we have to work on all these questions. Okay, this will not be there too much for clients. It will be more for prospects. Prospects means people who come directly through LinkedIn or through friends or whatever.
Can we say like, do you feel people having problems around you? Will you be interested in solving their problems instead of selling? No? Actually, we are giving solutions. We are giving solutions only. So instead of selling the products, would you be interested in solving the problems? Are there people around you who are having very much difficulty in coming out of their trouble, even though they go to hospital? Something like that to get them slowly involved.
Yeah, that's a good approach. So instead of telling that sales, we tell them, I mean, see, do you believe there are a lot of people around you struggling with these issues? If someone reaches out to you for help,
correct,
would you mind helping them?
Yes.
Say yes. Would you call it sales or would you call it helping them? That's exactly what we do. It's a beautiful answer. So first, if you knew what you need to do, I mean, this is what I used to do a lot. Even in my sleep, I was practicing these questions. People asking me this, how well would I respond? Practice, practice, practice. And there will be a day where this will come naturally to you. You won't give direct answers. You will ask questions back. So now, Harris, you thought actually out of all the things, I liked your answer the best. Because you thought about it. And great thing is tomorrow morning when you wake up, you might find even better way to respond because you will think about it.
Right.
So let's quickly go through the questions and see. I'm a technical person. How can I help you in healthcare? So how do we answer that question? I'm a technical person. How can I help you in healthcare? Not help me. How can I build a business in healthcare?
Say like when you have a problem with your health, how do you solve it? Meaning
Yes,
like
I'll go to a doctor. No? And it's a good question. I mean, this might come. And if you've heard my talks, this is something I address in my plan itself. See, over a period of time, what will happen is all these questions will become part of your plan so that these questions don't come.
Maybe the person is technical and he can kind of act as an influencer instead of.
Okay. Mhm.
I will tell ki I will help you in learning. You should have join some boot camps and all. But
Then you're giving an answer, no, Pooja.
I'm getting these answers so many people. So I have.
Yeah. So think about it. You're giving them an answer. You're not asking them a question back, no?
I ask, do you think if you give a training, will you be able to help people with health?
Yeah, I think that's good answer. With training, will you be able to learn?
In my friend circle, मतलब कि मैं तो यही कहती हूँ कि I'm also a technical person, but after learning, so मैंने भी
You
join
tried
किया.
the feel, felt, found approach, which is much better. So in my plan, what I tell them is, see, when you start a business, 2 points. When you start a business, do you start a business where you have lot of skill in, or do you start a business which has a lot of potential in the market? And I tell them, again, put the blame on myself. If this question was asked to me long back, I would have said my skills. But luckily, when I talked to my mentors, Ham and all, I understood that Mukesh Ambani, good example. It's not like he started Jio because he was great in telecom. He started Jio because he saw a great opportunity for a telecom provider in India at that point of time. He didn't start Mumbai Indians, right? Mumbai Indians because he was great at cricket. He saw that cricket can be a huge money maker in India. He didn't want to miss out on that. Now the question is, do you believe health or this market is big enough? That is the question. The question is not whether you have the skills or not. The question is, do you feel this market is big enough that you can make money and help people, not just make money? Mission is also important. And
So
you
Joe,
have facts, right? Yeah.
So can you repeat? Can you repeat?
Yeah. So
I'm writing.
what two things? Okay. I'm telling you the first part only. This I usually tell during the plan itself. Okay. One, if when you're starting a business, you start a business not because you have a lot of skills in that business, in that field. You start a business because there is a demand for that services, the market. There's a demand. And I give the example of Mukesh Ambani. Mukesh Ambani did not start telecom or Jio because he was great. He was a PhD in telecom. No, because there was a huge market for one more telecom provider in India.
So, Joe, one question here, like that question came into my mind. So, Mukesh Ambani, he started the Jio, but he has the manpower and resources, so he can buy the resources and he can build these big things, right? Like he can buy the product and the technologies and hire people, so he can build the business. So, in this context, that person may not be becoming health coach, but that person can find more people and he
Correct.
can
So that is
involve.
the second point, Maya. Very good.
Okay.
Awesome. Second point is, in a business, it is not just about your skill. It is about finding. So I again give my example, right? I say, I am a person from Kerala. I don't even follow Hindi properly. But today, 90% of my clients, my business comes from the North Indian belt through Abhishek, to Nirjara, etc. Now, when I started, I would have never even dreamed about, okay, if at all I have clients, I thought it would be in South India. So that is the difference between having vision and eyesight. Eyesight tells me, oh, my 5 friends can join the business. Vision is, I don't know, it can grow huge. So again, people come from that employee background. I tell them, I come from an employee background. I didn't understand this. Luckily, I trusted the person who told me, who had the vision. One more point that we can add is, ask them, see, whatever work you're doing, let's say that's a person is a technical person, whatever work you're doing today, 10 years back, depending on their age, okay? So let's say that person is 30 years old. Ask them, at the age of 20, were you skilled at the work that you're doing today? Usually the answer will be no. So if you could learn that in the last 10 years, wouldn't it be possible for you to learn health coaching with our help? These 3 points will be without hurting their ego. They should understand this. The whole point is not me giving a bombastic answer. Whole point is they have to understand. Most of them should come from their side, plus their ego should not be hurt. So 3 points, right? One, Mukesh Ambani ka example. We start a business where there is a market, not where you have skills. Second, it's a business. You find people better than us. And third, obviously, skills can be learned. We have learned skills before. We can learn skills. And these are good skills to learn. Health, your family, everyone will be better off. Make sense? Now, this won't come in your first follow-up, okay? This requires a lot of practice. And lot of practice with yourself, actually. Not in front of a prospect. Mentally practicing it many times in your mind. Luckily, when we did this physically, we got a chance to see Sam and all doing it. Helped a lot, no doubt. So the Monday sessions, we have Monday Q&A sessions. So this is for Abhishek's team also. I'll just, so every Monday, 9 p.m., we have Q&A. So Sunday, if someone has attended the opportunity session and you are not comfortable doing that follow-up yourself, feel free to send them to Monday 9 p.m. session that I conduct. But please join. The whole idea is that you also join and learn so that you become independent. Sunday 9 p.m. I do these sessions for all the people who join the opportunity sessions. Okay. This question is okay now? I'm a technical person. Okay.
Yeah.
And these things are not on chat. Again, follow-ups are not on chat. It has to be face-to-face or on Zoom video calls. Please don't copy-paste this and start sending it to your... They'll ask questions, tell them, let's connect on a call. When are you free? For 45 minutes. Set up a call. They might put this in a message. I'm a technical. How can I help you in healthcare? Now, immediately don't do copy paste and put this answer there. 3 points. Don't do that. Ask them, no problem. I can totally understand. Let's connect. And maybe this is not for you also. That's fine. So make them comfortable. Otherwise, they won't connect back with you. The moment they feel that you're going to push them to start, they might not connect with you. But you need to tell them that, okay, maybe it is not for you. Let's have a discussion. Otherwise, it's okay. They will come for the call. Okay. So Aravind, the next thing, many people use out-of-market supplements. How to explain about Nutrilite? So people usually don't have a problem with Nutrilite. They have a problem with, if at all, Amway only, the name. But Nutrilite is very easy. Please do study about Nutrilite. 90-year-old brand, seed to supplement. They control right from selecting the seed to organic farming, to harvesting, to supplement, getting it to your home. Fully controlled. No other company in the world does that. So that Nutrilite, and that's a huge brand. I mean, brand ambassadors. See, if you go to, biggest problem that we all face is that people are buying from Amazon. That means without anyone telling them about these products, also people are buying it now. That much demand is there in the market. Right? Amway is trying their best to fight and get it out of Amazon. Amazon is not allowing. They said, no. If people want to sell, we will sell. They also want that money. So imagine, Nutrilite is in huge demand across the world. Number one selling dietary supplement across the world. Right? So these facts helps, but obviously there is a way you have learned how to ask those questions. Now, which other brand would you work with? So how will you answer that question? Okay, if not Nutrilite, which other brand do you think we can work with? They'll say, let's say Himalaya. Some example. Ask them, do you know how much Himalaya will ask, or what is their criteria to become a distributor of Himalaya? Anyone knows what is the criteria to become a distributor of any product?
No.
You need to show a shop, and different brands have different criteria as to the size of that shop, visibility, where will you place these products. It's not like you suddenly go to Himalaya and say, I want to sell your products, and they'll suddenly give it to you. Different companies have different standards. So sometimes we don't understand what Amway is giving us. Giving us, without a single rupee of cost, world-class brands to distribute. My father has a business. It's into same, not supplements, medicine distribution. So all big brands. You won't believe it. They do more than 1 crore of turnover every month. End of the month, around 20 lakhs loss after doing 1 crore of turnover. Why? You have to pay the money upfront. They don't give anything in. They have to pay the money upfront for the medicines. The medical shop doesn't give you the money upfront. They have a credit period of 90 days. The profit percentage varies from 6-7% to, depending on FMCG, will be a little higher. So money is a big problem. They need lot of money to play with. Actually, most businesses works on loans, overdraft. So when you have ever, I have sat for a couple of discussions. It's just so scary. They're on 20-30 crores overdraft to just run the business and make this 20 lakhs loss every month. 20-30 crores overdraft just to make 20 lakhs loss. But yeah, 20 people gets a job. That's a positive thing. Huge competition. Sometimes it's good to study other businesses also, so that you can know how lucky you are. Okay.
Joe, just one question.
Yeah.
The way we are, when Zambia is giving us an opportunity to be a business owner, right? Like, is there no other company which does this model? In which completely means, are we sure that there's
Yes.
nothing else which absolutely
All
zero?
direct selling companies, Samir, gives the same opportunity. All direct selling companies. That is the speciality of direct selling. So there is Herbalife. What are the other good brands? I don't know. Herbalife is one good brand that I know, which provides the
Modicare.
Modicare is still there. I don't know. Okay, I thought it's gone. So there are all direct selling companies provides the same opportunity where you don't need to have a shop or any particular what you call credibility to sell their products or distribute their products. And Amway is the first company which gave this, and it's the oldest company which gave this. But Herbalife is also very good. Recently, I was watching this cricket matches. I think the women's cricket matches. So Herbalife had a lot of advertisements.
Yes, Priti Mandana is the brand
Priti
ambassador.
Mantana and all. Yeah. So they are also doing quite well. It's all
Even
about leadership here, actually. Leadership in the sense
Virat
our
Kohli,
leadership.
Virat Kohli, Cristiano Ronaldo, and all they were sponsoring.
Used to be there, but now I don't see Virat Kohli. I think he has. See, these people, they don't actually use it, na? They are all just like that. Okay. Is this a chain business? The moment Amway comes in, there are two reasons why the people ask. One, Amway. Second, when we talk about building a team, they might tell, they might feel. So how do we answer this question? Is this a chain business or multi-level marketing? These are similar. Since
chain business and multi-level marketing, we need to hire people for the business to continue. But you can here, even without hiring people, we can make money. Is that correct?
Also, in this, we don't have to put any money. Like there is no entry fees or anything to buy. In chain level,
always, yeah, your answers might be correct, but question, na? How do we ask for a question back? Always remember, your answer might be the best answer of the world, but we have to make them think. How do we make them think?
we can ask like, why do you think this is a chain business, multi-level?
Okay.
Why do you feel it's a pyramid scheme? They will probably say, I did Google search. In Google, I can see, or some old experience of their parents.
Okay. Decent approach. But we have already given this answer, no? Always simple thing. What background they come from, ask them. If you start a business in that background, what would you do? For example, let's say I'm talking to Nitin. I'll ask Nitin, you work in the IT industry, or tomorrow if you start an IT company, what would you do? So Nitin will say earlier, no, I will write code. I will sell the code. Till there we reached for the other question. Then I asked Nitin, what next? What will Nitin say?
I'll find franchise partners who can expand this business.
Yeah, in company, it might be not partners. You will find employees. You will recruit people.
Right.
So any business, we have to recruit. See, why this chain is a problem is this recruitment. The problem is not that we alone helps people do weight loss. That everyone is okay. The problem is when we recruit. That is where people have this doubt. Now we are telling them, they themselves are telling that in my company also I will recruit. So suddenly they'll think, oh, every company has to recruit. They will think. Then ask them, when you recruit them as employees, right? The only difference is that we recruit people as partners. No, we ask them, you ask them, which one do you think is better? Can you tell me the positives of being a partner and positives of being an employee? Do you think anyone will say a positive of being an employee? Being an employee? They are answering that question. You guys got it?
I have an
Yeah,
experience.
Abhishek, you want to say
recent
something?
Experience. Am I audible?
Little low
Am I audible?
volume.
1 minute.
It is raining here also.
I
Maybe
had a-
my
Am I audible to others? Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So I had a recent experience. So this is IBO who recently became an IBO and planned to join Club Cabana. Okay, so ticket also taken. And after some days, like I think 3-4 days after the ticket was taken, a message came in the group, in that IBO group. She's an IBO for downline. So she asked, "Sir, have you guys seen the Pyramid Scheme series?" Okay. So that was the question. Now I said yes, I have seen, and I asked her back, "Did you watch? Aapne dekha kya?" And she said yes, sir. So what an old Abhishek would have done is, yahin se assuming she is very negative about it now after watching that series, I will start justifying if I were the previous Abhishek. But this is a changed Abhishek, different one, different approach. What do I mean by changed is there is no क्या होगा club को बनाएगी कि नहीं आएगी क्या होगा. There is nothing of that sort, no feelings at all like that. Okay, there is calmness. आए तो आए नहीं आए तो नहीं आए फर्क नहीं पड़ता. My job is to help her clarify things. Okay, so now using the questioning techniques, I did not just leave it there. आपने देखा, I asked, and she said yes, I will be watching it. So I asked, क्या समझे? What did you understand from that? Questioning. I did not say, "Kya re aise hota hai." Many people do it. No justification. I said, "Kya samjha?" I want to know her output. And her statement was, "I am still processing about Amway brand." Right? After taking ticket, Cabana, see the context. I'm still processing now. She's a new IBO. Now, I understood a little bit. I took a guess ki what probably would have happened. Okay. Can anybody take guess what probably would have happened if you were at my position, my situation? What do you think probably would have happened with the other person? The IBO who took the ticket. Kya hua ho sakta hai?
Somebody else would have changed her mind, a brainwashed her. This is not or something like
Okay,
that.
very nice. True. That's what I thought. So these are some possibilities, right? Ki, after taking a decision with positivity, she met us and she fired up. And the reason why she's processing now is because somebody has dropped the negative bomb. So I said, yeah, she's telling me still processing about our plan. I said, yeah, you should evaluate completely. So rather than assuming ki, or giving gyan as if I know all, I did not say ki, yeah, people give negative or family. I said, kisi ne recommend kiya kya? Did somebody recommend you this? She asked Amway or the series, the film. I said, the series. Did anybody recommend? Family recommended. So you see, I'm going slow. I'm going very slow. I asked her, did anybody recommend? Yeah, I did not have the tendency. देखिए बाहर वाले तो कहते रह जाएंगे. Influence मत हो जाओ. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you have to shut your ears. Nothing, no gap. I asked, did anybody recommend? She said, yeah, family recommended. So, so I then gave a sarcastic comment कि कबाना का प्लान किया ना आपने इसलिए शायद recommendation आ गया आपको family से. You took a decision to travel somewhere, so इसलिए you got a recommendation. And I understand concern होगा कि what thing she is going into, obviously. So I just acknowledged it's a genuine concern from the family also. Where she's going, a lady, a mother of 3, without the kids, going somewhere. So after that, her because of my acknowledgement, she messaged, "Sir, cancel karne ka socha uske baad." I thought of canceling. So she is now becoming honest because I was acknowledging her feelings. She said she also expressed the honest feeling, which is I was planning to cancel after watching that series. Although here monetary investment is 0. So many people are looking for logic. Logically, she should come to Gabbana because monetary investment is 0. But people don't operate out of logic. They operate out of emotions. And that's where the catch is. Don't look for answers. Iska answer kya hoga? If somebody says, ki, why only Amway? Why to go? Why not other brand? Don't look for answers which are logical because you think logically, but people are emotional. You also emotional, but when you are in the business, you think logical answers serve the purpose. I have tried it. Trust me, it doesn't work. It's emotions, full emotions. Okay. So I said, then I appreciated her honesty. So don't say when you won. I said, I'm good that you're honest about it. And it is legitimate to think that way, to rethink. It's legitimate. Okay. So then my question is, so what are the conclusions about Amway from that series? No hurry. This happened, but it didn't happen. This is some other, I didn't do any of this. I was like, what was your conclusion? You remember I taught this statement in that pause framework? What did you conclude? So I use that. What's your conclusions about Amway? And she is now justifying. This is a known brand since decades, trying to compare with Jumbo Life. Jumbo Life is in that series. Finding pros and cons. So she's doing all that. So then that's my style. So I wrote Jumbo Life. What is that? That's the way you vibe. I watched that series, no? So you will relate to that joke. It's a music. Jumbo Life. So I started having fun with her. Getting my point? So she is now justifying, getting only pros till now, trying to find out the only con. I didn't say nothing. She's come. Getting it? So if you evaluate my chat, I did not give any logical answer, any good answer. I just made her feel it is legit to think negative. It is legit to have doubts. It is legit to clarify things. It is legit for family to be concerned and not that they are negative people. I showed this. I did not say your family is negative. People around are negative. I said, I made her feel it is legit family also to think that way about you as a concern. Make sense?
Awesome. Even I got one I am Bangalore guy pinging me. Did you watch? I have not watched it actually. Did you watch it? And I've asked him for a call, but unfortunately he's not ready.
So it's very important that we watch the moment it was released now. I could operate this way ki chalo, it will not affect. But people around, they have access to GPT, they have access to the series, and I have to be one step ahead. So I watched it when it released day 1 to know. And
Which
to be honest,
OTT is it on?
I think Prime.
Prime.
And to be honest, I related with many things. I also have done some things in that because I'm an old IBU. Joe will also relate. Many things you have done. So it was not like a lie. It's not a lie because it is, I think some ABU only would have given the script. Ye hota hai, waisa hota hai, and all that. So it is not like 100% lie. Okay. But still through it, you will be proud of what you have. When you watch that series, if you think right, you will be proud of where you are right now. Which business you are in. Because we were also at a stage where we had to push. We used to convince, even in follow-up, when me and, like in Joe's house, we used to do follow-up. So our agenda was ki isko sign up karwana hai. Somehow, with all the logic and everything, just get him started. So but the other side was feeling a little pushed or pressurized. And we realized later, yeah, it is very pushy. We have to create pull. Let them come to me. But we didn't have anything like a Reshape Nation or weight loss or result oriented thing. So the people didn't come to us. But today we have that where people come to us. People come to us not only for weight loss, but also for I'm interested in the business. Right. So we had not created a model by that time, a model where there could be pull magnet. Right. So it is true from a somebody who experienced, who experienced Amway distributors or any distributor, any MLM company distributor. The things that are shown there, we cannot say we cannot just ignore it. You have to acknowledge it. Such feelings can come. Such cheatings also can happen, which has been shown in that series. It's a good series. It's very funny also. It's made by TVF. TVF is very funny.
What is that series?
Pyramid scheme.
Oh,
Everyone should watch. Everyone should
Okay.
watch Pyramid scheme. See, it's the industry they are talking about is this one only. So you cannot be aag band, kaan band, and nothing will happen to you. Sunny, you'll have to watch. You have to face it.
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay. So you guys had an idea of that question, right? Chain. So similarly, guys, I think obviously, as Abhishek said, we can't answer all the questions, right? It's always not logical. It is about emotions. It's about giving them the confidence that it is possible for them also. And so try applying these approaches and see how things go. And we'll connect again, and always be in connect with your coaches. Okay. I mean, as Abhishek said, that person, whoever that person was honest, reached out to Abhishek. That's what you should do. You should reach out to your working coaches. Okay, that's also important. You might be signed up under someone else. That person might be active, might not be active. Always reach. All of you have that common sense to understand this business is so transparent that it's so clear that who is the person whom I should talk. Need not be your immediate apply. Right? I had someone in between me and Sam. Abhishek also had. Right? So you should always know whom to approach for what. For different reasons, we'll approach for different people also, right? There are certain things that I might be good at. There are certain things that Sam is good at. There are certain things that Abhishek is good at. So sometimes we reach out to the right people for the right things also.
That's a good point about approachable. So if you see anybody's tendency is also to approach somebody who is approachable. So the goal is not to find answers to questions of MLM, 20 questions. The goal is to become approachable, where people can be honest about their feelings, about what is going on. They can be honest. And that same thing is required from client also. The work is, as Joe started with, it's a work of self-image, right? So self-image increases your approachability. Become approachable. You don't react. You are sorted. You are like calm. So calmness makes people to ask questions. Otherwise, they are afraid कि अगर इसको कुछ बोल दिया इसके हमले के अगेंस्ट में तो ये तो तांडव कर देगी. कैसे बोला तूने? How did you know even what all we have done, what all impact we have done, what blood pressure we have reversed, like that. So you have to become very approachable. This person is, he will understand. I can even tell him that you are scamming people, but he will handle it with, he will not take it in the wrong way. Otherwise, if I tell you, for example, all these years you have scammed people. Like if I tell whoever, Harris, जो भी आप कर रहे हो ना, is scamming it. Scam चला रहे हो आप. So if that kind of allegations come, there is a natural tendency to react in a negative way, right? You will be like, इसको मैं बताती हूँ, right? So if you could reach a stage where people can tell you that and still talk with you, that stage, if you reach, automatically your IPOs, new IPOs will have their questions answered well. the clients will have questions answered well. So the thing to introspect is, am I approachable? If not, what can I do to become approachable? Other people will go to someone else who is more approachable.
Okay, great guys. I think we have reached our time. So please practice this. Right? It's not a particular answer that matters. It's the approach. How your facial expressions also matter. Right? So much face to face and all. I mean, there's a lot of self-image growth happened when we used to do this face to face, and that too not in our homes, in their homes. It was fun. A lot of personal growth happened in those sessions. Okay, we'll break. We'll catch up tomorrow. It'll be an awesome open tomorrow. I hope all of you know that Vikram Aarti is brand new Founders Platinum. They might be the speaker. I don't know, but there's a possibility they might be one of the speakers. And do get to 9% leadership, because there'll be lots to learn. Anytime there's a new pin, there'll be a lot of people around Vikram Aarti this time, trying to learn from them. And book your tickets. Don't keep delaying it too much. Please book your tickets. Yeah. Bye, everyone.